Hello and welcome to the Lillian McMorris Show. We're in our community for our community, giving interviews with people who are making a difference right here in our community. We are here in the midst of a person whom I met many, many years ago. And when I met her, she was in education. And I admire people in education because our kids are our future. And the patience and understanding of their needs and who they are and how to teach them, I was thoroughly, thoroughly impressed. But now, this wonderful lady is retired from teaching, but she's now an author, an inspirational speaker. She's got so many, many things going on, a personal and spiritual coach, which I want to talk to you about that. Please meet Omiyale Jube. Thank you for joining me.
Greetings.
I love it. Omiyale Jube. It's
yes.
so romantic.
It just rolls off
It
the
just
tongue.
rolls
Yes.
off your tongue. Yes, indeed. You have just completed a life project.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I have just finished my new book. Yes. Navigate Your Existence, 7 Keys to the African American Resurrection.
But it isn't necessarily, because I never like to box us in, that although it says 7 Keys to African American Resurrection, when I read it, I noticed that there are things that anyone can use actually.
Lillian, this book, the information in this book is for every man, woman, and child on this planet.
Right.
We all came from one source. Mm-hmm. So information is for everyone. I chose to target the African American populace because of the plight we find ourselves in right now.
Exactly. And is that part of your vision when you started, when you sat down and said, I have so much in me. What can I get out to share with everyone?
Absolutely. When I look around at mass incarceration, high instances of medical disease, high unemployment, and I look at us as a people, we built the pyramids.
Yes.
If we built the pyramids, how do we get from the pyramids to the projects? And more importantly, what's it going to take to get us from the projects to the stars?
Exactly. Well, let's go through some of those 7 ways. Let's start with it because you expound upon so many things, and in all actuality, it's common sense. But a lot of us don't. We know it. But we don't bring it out.
Yes.
We don't.
Yes.
But we have so many challenges and so many things that happen to us in life, whether it be personal, with our families, in business. I mean, just think of the things that you personally overcame. In the projects, being abused, was saying that you were never going to amount to anything.
Absolutely.
And you proved all of that wrong.
Comes with the knowledge. Mm-hmm. So, and there are 7 keys. Let me just take a moment and talk about navigate your existence.
Okay.
When we talk about existence, we're talking about your physical, your mental, your emotional, and spiritual being.
Right.
The essence that is you, your total existence.
Right. And this has nothing to do because when some people see the word spiritual, they think gospel, going to church, blah, blah. Right. No, that has to do with the spiritual,
your
the person
essence,
that's inside.
Being. Absolutely.
Right.
When we talk about navigate, who's navigating your existence? Are you following the dictates of your husband or your wife or your teachers or your preachers or all the isms, the racism and the sexism and the ageism telling you what you can and cannot do?
Correct.
It is time for each individual to take control of their life's destination and navigate their existence.
And that's one of the things I think you kind of give some guideposts as to how to navigate it's one thing if you tell me, go walk out that door and then, okay, then what do I do?
Right.
But see, in the book, your guidelines go, this is how you can tap into your own spirituality, tap into your own self, and navigate your own existence.
Absolutely. There are 7 keys. Each key in and of itself is very simple, but simple is not always easy.
Right.
So each key unlocks a doorway. Once you go through that doorway, there are pathways, of different destinations that you must take, and that's where the work begins.
Okay.
So the first key is to recognize the anchors of limitation. Okay. We all have anchors. We have anchors.
We do.
Big ones, little ones, ones that we know, ones that we don't even know we have.
Some that are back there that we've shut out, closed out, never want to remember.
So the first thing is we have to recognize what the anchors are, where they came from. Mm-hmm. Then we move on to restore the knowledge of the ancestors. Okay. And I love it. I always say that I love all of them. I always say they're all my favorite.
Well, see, this is the part of your book that I found extremely interesting because it's a history lesson as well.
Yes, yes. Restore the knowledge of the ancestors. They had the keys. They knew the secrets. They built the pyramids. That knowledge is deep within us. It is not lost. It's just buried. We have to uncover it. They knew the secrets of the cosmos and the celestial bodies and how they were moving and how it affects us. Right now, we feel that there's something going on. We have to find out what it is.
Right, right.
Restore the knowledge of the ancestors. Next, you must take responsibility.
Oh. And that's the one
It's a big
thing,
one.
and you know, we try to teach our young people, take responsibility for your actions. For every
Absolutely.
action is a reaction, and there's
Absolutely.
consequences for all actions. But as adults, we don't always live through that same thing.
This is true. And then we play the blame game. We want to blame someone else. It's this person's fault. It's this person's fault. When you start blaming, you become a victim. You give up your power. Everything that you are responsible for, every action, thought, and deed. Everything that shows up at your door, the good, the
Right.
bad,
Right.
the ugly,
Right.
you must take
We
responsibility
have to
for.
take responsibility for
Absolutely.
it. Yes. That's the hardest part of
It's
life,
a
is
hard one.
taking responsibility
It's a
for
hard
your
one.
actions.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
Once we get this under our belts, then we can begin to release the anchors. We discovered them. Now we have some information, some knowledge, some tools so that we can release that baggage. We can begin to know how to release, take responsibility. You go from being a victim to a victor, and you begin to take control of your life. Then you want to reactivate your energy sources. This vessel that is us. We have so much power. We begin to understand the phenomenon of melanin. Melanin,
It's
what
natural.
makes us
It's what's
black.
That's right.
Melanin is the chemical key to life. Everyone has melanin.
Everyone does.
Depending on your genetics, depends on how much melanin you have, what type you have, how it affects or interacts with your environment. But it is absolutely phenomenal. And we walk around and no one knows about melanin.
Well, that's because we didn't listen to our science teacher when we were in school.
Well, they didn't. My science teacher didn't tell me about melanin. I didn't hear about melanin until I was in 1990.
Oh, my.
I went to a melanin conference.
Uh-huh.
Prior to that, the only thing I knew about melanin was that it's something that is in our skin. It gives us our color.
Gives us your skin
and
color.
protects us from the sun. But it's so much more. It is what dictates our nervous system. It is what makes Michael Jordan fly through the air and have hang time. That's melanin.
Look at
I
you.
love it.
You get so excited.
I love
Look
it
at you.
because melanin is so.
Did you have fun writing this?
It was work, but I
Okay.
did have fun, and I get excited, as you can see.
And I remember when you were just talking about it, before you even put pen to paper, it was
Yes.
all up here.
Yes.
But you kept saying, I'm going to do this. I'm
Yes.
going to do this. And you actually, I guess I'm just so proud to know you and to know you actually did it
Did it. Blood,
successfully.
sweat, and tears. I did it.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yes,
That's
yes,
okay.
yes.
Where can we get this wonderful book? And I think I saw something that you can always get the audio version?
No, not yet. The ebook.
The ebook. That's
The,
it. Okay.
Navigate Your Existence. 7 Keys to the African American Resurrection is on Amazon.
Okay.
You can go to my website, navigateyourexistence.com.
Okay.
You can purchase it from the website. It is also, the ebook is also on Amazon.
Okay. Now, the other thing I want to touch on real quickly before our time is up is
Yes.
you are a public speaker.
Yes.
And you do wonderful, inspirational, and doggone, I forgot to ask you about the coach thing, but we'll do that real quick.
Okay.
Being an inspirational speaker, what are some of the things that you speak about?
The book itself, there are 7 keys here. I can speak on any one of the keys.
Okay.
So we're talking about your history, melanin, what it is, your chakra system. One of the 7th key, the 6th key is reclaiming your power. We're
Right.
talking about meditation and prayer. Okay. I never knew how to pray.
Okay.
I was afraid to meditate. Yes, I was,
Oh.
because from the church, they told me that if you meditate, you're opening yourself up to negative spirits. And so I was afraid to meditate. So I can, if you go to my website, navigateyourexistence.com, there's a list of topics anywhere from 2012. Is the phenomenon of 2012 over, or is it just beginning?
Just beginning. That is the question.
2012 was the 26,000 year cycle.
Okay.
So there's an array of topics.
So we want to tell people to definitely go to your website.
Yes.
And they can find out a whole
Absolutely.
lot more. That's navigateyourexistence.com.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Our guest has been Omiyale Jube, and she is an author, an inspirational speaker, personal and spiritual coach. And give me a phone number, if you don't mind, that we can tell people to reach you.
702-751-RISE.
702-751-RISE.
Or 702-751-7473.
7473.
So we can rise up from within. It's our time to rise, Lillian.
And you know what? That's the wonderful closing. It's our time to rise. Rise up from within.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.